The sheriff's office is here, and they're sorting out these homeless tenants in the creek bed. And I'm pretty impressed, actually. I called them and they responded pretty quickly, and they called me back. They're on the other side. I don't want to get the homeless people, and they're down there in the creek bed. There's 4 of them, and they're talking to the people that are living down there. I don't want to get their faces on camera, just to kind of respect their privacy, because that's kind of their home, right? So they're being evicted, and now we can enjoy our creek bed without homeless people living in there and destroying it, leaving trash behind and whatever else is going on there. I don't want to know. I'm just glad that they're probably going to counsel them and give them some options for some services, for possibly some temporary housing, or I don't know what they do, but I think they have to give them a 72-hour notice to vacate, unless it's posted maybe like this. This is so obvious. It says no trespassing violators will be prosecuted. No dumping, they're dumping. They're trespassing, they're trespassing. Okay, it's private property. You can't be back there. This side of the people actually owned the sides of the creek bed. This farmer most likely owns that side of the creek bed. So I know these people own part of the creek bed. You can go look on the maps. So we're lucky enough to walk down this side of the creek bed. Nobody will mess with you, including the sheriff's office. If you walk down that side, you better bring a poop bag, because there's a field over here that produces food, and it's posted. So, all the neighbors out here, they use this trail to walk their animals or just take a nice leisurely walk. And we don't want to be encumbered with all this riffraff. We come out here and we pay a premium to live here in California, along the coast, in a peaceful area where everybody wants to live and enjoy. And look at how beautiful it is. Okay? The county is doing a better job of kind of clearing it up, but they don't pick up a lot of the trash. And I'm kind of getting frustrated with it. But, you can only do with what you can do, I guess, with the money you have. At least the sheriffs are responding, and they're taking us seriously now. And they're very polite and very, very respectful this time, and I appreciate that. All right, so if you see people down in the creek bed, remember, just report them. They'll come out here, just give them a kind of brief description of where they're at, and they'll come out here and they'll look for them. I just wish that the sheriff's office, they would patrol this area more often, take their vehicles up and down here at least once a week and just kind of do a walkthrough. It would be very helpful because what happens is they build these structures so big, the county has to come out here and spend thousands and thousands of dollars to bring crews out here to remove the things, and they have to take the soil too, because the soil's contaminated. The site that I recorded 4 days ago over there, that was so bad, that was the 6th or 7th time that particular site had been occupied, and the county had remediated, had 2 gigantic major remediations where they had to take soil out and replace the soil because they had so many people in there dumping stuff. Okay, so and that's the same spot, the same exact spot. And it's literally inside the gate where you actually come in. You can't miss it. So, you got to come down here and have some patrols and have some presence. If you patrolled this and you drove down this with your cruisers here, people would start paying attention, be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't camp out here. Maybe the sheriff's going to see my campsite and arrest me for trespassing. I doubt they're going to arrest him unless they've been warned before. They're going to warn him now. They'll probably give him 72 hours at most to clear out. And if they don't, they come back here again, they'll ticket him. So hopefully that's the direction they're going to take. Or maybe just arrest him for trespassing. I don't know. I would. If I was a deputy, I would just arrest him for trespassing and be very strict and have zero tolerance out here. Because the county only has so much money. We don't even have enough money for flood control. This is just another headache we don't need. So I encourage all residents to take action and start reporting these people and stop allowing them to live here in the creek bed. There's other places they can live. I honestly, I wouldn't report these people if they weren't in the creek bed and they weren't so close to the creek and all this nature. If they weren't so close to this nature, they were, you know, maybe on the other side of town and not close to the creek bed, it's still in bushes, okay, fine. But when you get over here, this riparian area, it's very delicate. And people get tired of seeing ex-cons with tattoos on their face walking down here, scaring the crap out of family members and little kids that just want to walk down with their dog and look at the flowers and talk and chat. I mean, look how beautiful this is. We don't need this place messed up by a bunch of homeless people that have no respect for the residents. And guess who ends up paying for it? We do. The homeowners have to pay for it, and so do renters. It's passed on to your rent because it's our property tax. And that's what it's paying for, cleaning up all this crap. So, I mean, I encourage residents here in Oceano to take this seriously. I know a lot of people come down here and they use the levee to walk and exercise and just clear their mind. We want to keep this place like this. We can't let homeless people take over this place and druggies take over this place. We need to keep it clean. So that's all I got to say today. And there's our lovely airport that we saved. Thank God we still have an airport. Go infantry or go home.